There was a dramatic scene at the Africa-France summit in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi, as French President Emmanuel Macron quickly moved onto the stage and interrupted the session after the room became noisy. The incident on Monday, May 11th, which took place as delegates discussed issues relating to youth and culture, saw President Macron abandon protocol and taking the mic in what some observers describe as assuming the role of an MC. Others say his conduct was unpresidential. But Macron, who was apparently frustrated, described the audience's conduct as a total lack of respect.
Already? You're not waiting your turn.
I will make order. Excuse me, everybody. Hey! I'm sorry, guys. But it's impossible to speak about culture, to have people like that, super inspired, coming here, making a speech with such a noise. This is a total lack of respect. So I suggest, if you want to have bilaterals or speak about somebody else, something else, you have bilateral rooms or you go outside.
President Macron's stunning move came after side conversations drowned out the panel. Some commentators on social media say the noisy atmosphere was a clear sign of disinterest in the session. The drama was broadcast live and quickly went viral. The moment overshadowed the summit's agenda and reignited debate over France's attitude in Africa, with colonial baggage trending. France had the second largest colonial empire on the continent after Britain. At least 20 currently independent African countries were colonized by Paris. Its legacy of economic, military, and political exploitation has recently fueled anti-French sentiment, particularly in its former colonies in West and Central Africa, where several countries have cut ties with Paris and expelled French troops in a renewed attempt to assert their sovereignty. They accuse France of continuing to operate with a colonial mentality decades after their independence. The so-called Africa Forward Summit itself, taking place in Nairobi from 11th to 12th May, is seen by many analysts as an indication of the difficulties France is facing on the continent, where it is now struggling to cling on. It's the first time the summit is being held outside France or its former colonies. Kenya is a former British colony. Dozens of African heads of state are attending, with President Macron and his Kenyan counterpart, William Ruto, hoping to galvanize more foreign economic investment into Africa with the summit. Macron also pledged an unstoppable return of Africa's valuable artifacts looted during colonialism. But as the summit takes place, the backlash from across the continent is intense, with some saying France has yet to change its attitude towards Africa.